Welcome to Matthew Creating Music. This episode has a guest, CJ Free Beats. We got something special for you. Check it out. What's up? My name is Matthew Stratton with MatthewCreating.com. Bring you the best tips and tools on creating music. On this channel, I'll do setup videos, tutorials, beat videos, overviews, just like this one. If you're new here, consider subscribing. So this is going to be a special video. This video is going to have CJ Free Beats in it. We got something special lined up for you. We are going to do a sample flip. Now, here's the deal. I created a sample on my MPC one. I sent that sample over to her. So what she's going to do is take that sample, load it up into her, rig, whatever she's got going on over there. She's going to make a beat out of that. And then she did the same thing on her end. She created a sample. I'm going to take that sample, put it in my MPC one, and I'm going to flip that sample. So when you're finished to this video, make sure you head over to CJ Free Beats video. I'll leave a link in the description. Check out that video, but let's get into this one.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl CJ Free, and real quick, I'm gonna break down what I did to make this loop for Matthew. So check this out. Alright, so the first thing I did was I came over into VIP software, that's software I always use, and I took two sounds and layered them for the main melody. So the first sound that I used is called Astral Visions. That's an Omnisphere. And Clubbing Children's Choir, which is also an Omnisphere. So this is Astral Visions, and let's see if I can pull up the Children's Choir one and see, so I can just show you the sounds that I use. So here's the Clubbing Children's Choir right there. All right, so this is what the Astral Vision sound like. Okay, so that's what the Astral Vision sound like, and the Clubbing Children's Choir. I'm gonna show you this right quick. All right, so together they sound like. But what I did was, for the Clubbing Children's Choir sound, I actually transposed that down a whole octave to make it sound a little fuller. So I'm going to show you that right quick. And then I just played it. Yep. And then the last thing I did was, okay, I cleared this out. So once I went ahead and played it, I bounced it out, and I used VIP again for the guitar. And I'm gonna pull this up right quick. All right, and for the guitar, I used another sound in Omnisphere called Baritone Guitar A. And all I did was play that. That's all I did. And yeah, I put them together. Yep, and pretty much that's about it. After that, I sent the loop over to Matthew, and I know he's going to do his thing on it. So Matthew, I'm anxious to hear what you did with it. Can't wait to hear it.
So now you know how she came up with her sample. Let me show you what I did with that sample. If you look in front of me, I have the MPC one. I made everything on the MPC one. All right, so the first thing I did is I brought the sample in. I went over to the sample editor, and, I kind of chopped up the sample. I found a couple little slices or sections that I liked, and I extracted them. You can see right here, I picked this area, I extracted this area, and I also extracted this area. And I used the first part of the sample for the first section of the beat, and then this part of the sample for the second section of the beat. So this beat has two main sections, and that's how I went about doing that. So let me show you this now. If I go back over to main, So looking at the MPC one, I have sequence 1, I have sequence 2, which is the full sequence, but then I copied that sequence over a couple times. So I got the intro, I got the outro, and I got a verse, and then I made a chorus section, all right? But then I also made this reverse part. So it's really 2 main sequences or 2 main sections. So let me show you the main section. So here is the first section, okay? And if you look over here, okay, this is the actual program used. So if I go into program edit, all right, you'll be able to see how I sliced that up. All right, so those were the slices, right? So I actually did, if you go over to sample edit here, I did tune it down to semitones right there. But if you listen to the whole thing, this is what it sounds like. Okay, so let me show you that sequence right there. All right, so here's what I did with the slices. All right, and you'll hear that in there. Now, another thing I did is, you heard a drum kit, right? So I did add a drum kit into this. So if you want to solo that. All right, that's the drum. And then I added a bass line. All right, so right here's the bass line. So let's solo that. You can hear some automation right there. So I did actually do some automation. And that's the cool thing about the MPC, is you can add automation on there. So if you look, I did add automation with the cutoff filter right there. So there is a transition between the first part and the second part of this beat. So that is right here. Part 2, reverse. All right, so I took this sample and I reversed it. So if you look here, I made this other one. It's basically the first sample reversed. All right, and then that transitions into the next part, which is right here. Okay. All right, so that's what I did with the sample right there. So that was actually the second, section of that sample that I was showing you. All right, so here's the chops on that second section. And then how I sequence them is right here. So if you check it out, that's the sequence right there. All right, and then I added the drums to it, and then I added a synth to it at the end. All right, so if you want to listen to it with the drums, this is kind of what it sounds like. Okay, so at the end of it, I added a little bit of more hi-hat action and another synth in there. And then I went to the outro. All right, so I do want to show you something about the outro because I did do some automation on the outro as well, which is always fun to do. And if you look right here, I automated the cutoff in the air filter on the MPC. So if you listen to the effect it gives. Okay, and I left the resonance up a little bit so you get that kind of swooping effect where it's like whoosh, and there you go. That's what I did with the beat. I hope you enjoy it. All right, so I'm about to listen to what CJ Free Beats did with her part. So I'm going to go ahead and play that right now. Let's go ahead and listen to that. All right. I can already hear the guitar in the background right there. Okay. Okay. Chilling. Okay. She added that bass line in there, and it sounds like a little guitar part. Yeah. Chilling. I like how you can hear the high guitar notes come in every once in a while. Yeah. A vocal sample in there. Sounds like some okay. Yeah, I was listening to the hi-hat rolls. Nice. Hey, that's cool, because you never know what to expect. You never know what to expect, you know? That's pretty cool. Big thanks to you, CJ Free Beats, for doing this with me. I do appreciate you for doing this. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Nice work on that. I want to give a big thank you to CJ Free Beats for doing this with me. I do appreciate you. And if you're watching this, make sure you check out her channel. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I'll leave a link to that video that we did on her channel in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to head over to CJ Free Beats channel. Click over here. It's going to take you over to the video that she did, and you can hear what she did to my sample. My name's Matthew. Continue creating music. We'll talk soon. I appreciate you for watching.